and welcome to What's Your Story. I'm your host, Sharita Williams, and I'm excited about this season. We have done many things this year with WYTV7 Christian Broadcasting Network. If you would like to be a guest on the show, What's Your Story, please contact us at wytv7.org. Today, my guest is Kim Garcia. Let's welcome Kim to the show. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Miss Sharita. How are you doing?
Kim, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am an upcoming senior at UNC Charlotte, working towards my bachelor's degree in health systems management with a minor in public health. And I'm excited to wrap it up and get into the field. I want to work more so in public health. And so I feel like this is a great start.
That sounds fantastic. So let's talk about a little bit about college life. We know now this season we have been impacted with the horrific pandemic of COVID-19, and that has affected so many people all over the world. So Kim, how has the pandemic impacted the college community? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. Well, it's been extremely overwhelming. It began in March and we were, halfway through the semester, and I saw a lot of my peers, they were forced to move out of their homes, their on-campus living, and, they lost a safe haven, they lost resources. I'm fortunate enough to live close to where I go to school and live in the same city with my family. And so it didn't impact me as much, but, it hurt to see my peers go through this.
Kim, what has been your biggest challenge during COVID-19?
Well, as a college student, my biggest challenge was remote learning. I didn't sign up for online classes because I'm very hands-on. And so that was one of my biggest challenges, especially taking an oral intensive course and, losing a lot of resources from therapy, therapy on campus. That was one of the things I feel like I lost, even though we transitioned over to Zoom. It's still not the same. And then other small things such as, getting my daily exercise in, walking to my classes and things like that.
So how well do you think you've adjusted during this pandemic? Has it been a challenge for you to adjust? I know that your day-to-day communicating with people has changed, but how have you adjusted to that?
I think that I've adjusted pretty well. It took me quite some time, but I'm finally getting the hang of it and understanding that a lot of things can be done from home, and, really understanding what essential, trips out of the house really are.
Okay. So Kim, in your family life, how has it been that you are not being able to, make contact or go see loved ones? How has that affected you?
Well, I think, most of my family outside of my immediate family, they don't really live here, so it hasn't changed too much. But other than that, with my immediate family, we've just been closer than ever, I would say.
Okay. So I know that you told us that you one day want to open up a nonprofit.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
Tell us a little bit about that and why you chose to make a career and open up a nonprofit.
Okay, well, I'm still trying to decide. I'm torn between, I'm not really torn because I think I could do it all, but I want to start a nonprofit that is focusing on college students, definitely, because I feel that this is the greatest time to make the most impact as a college student. And then I also have dreams of becoming a health coach or a community program director.
All right. Tell us your aspirations about being a health coach. That's part of education because, as you know, WYTV7, that's part of our mission. You know, we want to educate, we want to empower, and we want to encourage. And all those things are about coaching. So tell us a little bit about why you want to be a health coach.
I want to be a health coach because I feel as though many people don't know where to start on their health journey. And with me trying to live this lifestyle now, I could definitely share some of my experiences and what's worked for me. And you know, it's hard to do alone. And so having a health coach would definitely be very impactful in making that change.
Okay, Kim, and I'm sure it is. But what do you said you can do it all. So one thing you said, I believe I can do it all. So what is the all? So what else is involved in the all? You know, you want to be a health coach. You want to open up a nonprofit. What does the all look like from a college student perspective?
Wow, that's a great question. I think it looks like making as much of an impact as I can in different areas, in my city. So with being a health coach, I could help get people on the right track. With being a community program director, I could make sure that they maintain that lifestyle. And then with having my nonprofit, it'll just help get other people to that place.
So Kim, what have your peers or your friends said to you in this time about how they're feeling during this pandemic?
Well, my friends, they're definitely going through it. Honestly, it's sad to see, and you know, they don't know what to expect because they were told to move off campus on a very short notice. I can't even imagine how it would feel to those who don't have family here, you know, who've come from different states, even different countries to go to school here. And, you know, I know that this was very unexpected, but the colleges are really trying, you know, I would say they're trying their best. They don't know how to deal with this time. And so I think that kind of falls back on the students.
So for everyone who don't know, Kim is one of the interns for WYTV7, and she's joined us this season. And she has taken the lead on Feeding Firemen. That's one of the programs that WYTV7 is sponsoring this year. Kim, talk a little bit about that and how you were over the entire project for feeding the firemen.
So thank you for allowing me to become the coordinator for the Feeding Firemen during COVID-19 event. And it was a great event. We had a donation where we've taken it to a grocery store to purchase some groceries for a local fire station that was underrepresented in our city. And you know, they loved it. You know, when we got there, you could really tell how much they appreciated us bringing those things out to them. And I'm just so grateful for the opportunity to share with them.
Okay. So, and Kim, coming up this fall, you're going to be doing other programs, Feeding the Family, and all that is possible through WYTV7 eCard. And if you would like to give a donation to WYTV7 eCards, you can do that at WYTV7.org. Those donations will go out to feeding the families for this fall, and Kim will be spearheading that program. We're excited that she'll be doing that this fall. Right now, we're going to take a commercial break.
Hi everyone, my name is Kimberly Garcia, and I am the newest intern for WYTV7 Christian Broadcasting Network. I am an upcoming senior at UNC Charlotte, working towards my bachelor's degree in health systems management with a minor in public health. After college, I aspire to work within the community, focusing on public health and preventative health care. I believe that preventative care begins outside of a medical facility. WYTV7 has allowed me to begin this journey as the newest coordinator for the community events. As some of you all may know, I have recently coordinated the Feeding First Responders During COVID-19 event. This season, we have many other events in store, such as feeding families during the holidays, and either feeding the homeless or providing them with some winter essentials. We are super excited for this season, and I am here to invite you to shed light, share wisdom, or just motivate others by sharing your story. Please join us on our mission to educate, empower, and encourage our community. Thank you.
Okay, we're back to What's Your Story? And my guest is Kim Garcia. Kim is one of the interns for WYTV7, and Kim will be graduating this fall. She's a senior at UNC Charlotte, and we're excited to have her on board at WYTV7. Kim has been very instrumental in heading up several of our programs, including Feeding Firemen, and this fall she's going to be doing Feed the Families. If you would like to donate to these organizations, please send your donations to WYTV7.org. That is the program that we're sponsoring with our e-cards. Kim, we know that you're going to be looking for a job after graduation, and Kim will be fantastic. So everybody look out for Kim this fall. Once she graduates, she will be a valuable asset to your company. So reach out to Kim and we want to get Kim a good job. So Kim, what are your opinions on what the future may look like after this pandemic?
I think, there's a new normal, if I can explain it that way. I definitely see a rise in technology in every career, in every aspect. I think we're going to rely very heavily on technology. And so, it kind of forces all of us to become more tech savvy and, really consider what is essential and what must be done in person, things like that.
Okay. So what do you consider essential? And this pandemic, what is near and dear to your heart? As a college student, what have you found to be essential? What have you found that you can also do without during this pandemic?
Ooh, that's a great question. What's essential during this pandemic as a college student is definitely internet access, a great work study space, a stable home, definitely taking advantage of your resources online. And then what I found that wasn't too essential or wasn't essential, I would definitely say leisure time. I mean, definitely, take care of yourself, but, focus on the bigger picture because I feel like it's just going to get more challenging from here.
So as you know, during this pandemic, a lot of people have faced undoing stress. Anxiety levels are high. Depression is higher. What have you done to decompose, de-stress yourself during this pandemic? I know that sometimes being alone or isolation is not good. People like to socialize. And I know the young people like to socialize. They like to go out and get involved in different organizations. So what have you done to keep your stress levels down or to de-stress, and even going to the gym? A lot of people use going to the gym. The gym's not open. So what have you done or what have you seen your friends do, on campus?
So I definitely think that it's important to find a balance between, alone time and social time. So I've tried to make sure that I walk every single day. Definitely get out and get some exercise every single day. I know that it can be difficult to do so during this time, but there's a way. Definitely get outside, get some sun, indulge in some self-care, and then once you take care of you, reach out to others and make sure that they're doing okay, and make sure you're letting them know that you care about them.
Yeah. So how has your family, so tell us a little bit about your family. How has your family been coping during this time of COVID-19?
Well, I think, my mother, she has been working pretty much this whole time. So she's an essential worker. And so, this has been a difficult time for her, just seeing how, like I've lost my job and, I was out of school. And so I think she has a deeper appreciation for her job now. And I think that that's important to understand, the difference that you make, because I feel like during this time, a lot of us felt as though, our jobs aren't essential. Like, where have we really been working and what have we been doing? And yeah, I think this has been a tough time.
So Kim, during this pandemic, let's just only use this period of time. During this pandemic, what do you think your greatest contribution has been to the community or to yourself or to WYTV7? What has been your greatest contribution, you think, during this time?
Yeah, so I actually have a wellness page on Instagram, and I promote a lot of healthier habits as far as eating habits, some mental health. I'm actually looking to progress that into maintaining that healthy lifestyle. So, that's like physical activity and flexion. And so I feel like that has been my biggest contribution. My biggest contribution to myself is just taking this time out to really understand myself and my goals and how I want to really make an impact.
So WYTV7 would like to thank all the essential workers, whether it's healthcare, first responders, which are healthcare, but everybody, teachers, students who go out and volunteer, all the volunteers that come out. WYTV7 would like to thank you for standing up and being on the front line during this pandemic. And Kim, we would like to thank you also. Well, Kim, how can WYTV7 support you during this COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, I think that you all have helped me, get back into the community after, like I mentioned, losing my job and being out of school and, trying to give back as much as I can during this time. So I definitely want to thank you all for allowing me to get back into the community and helping, feed firemen during this pandemic. And I'm sure that you all will support me in ways that I can't even, that I haven't even thought of yet, because I know that we'll just grow together as a family.
And we do consider WYTV7 Christian Network a family. We do. Okay. And from WYTV7 Christian Broadcasting Network, we would like to thank all the essential workers who have been on the front line this entire time. It may seem like it just started this year, but it started really back in November. So we like to thank everyone. And we would like to thank everyone for the continuous donations that come in. And Kim, we like to thank you for being a part of What's Your Story and being an intern for WYTV7. It has been a pleasure. You have been a forerunner in everything that has been given to you, every task. You've gave 100%, and that is very exceptional, especially being a young adult. So we would like to thank you. And if you would like to give a donation to our e-cards, please reach out to WYTV7.org. We will take those donations and put it into our programs for this fall and the program we have now going on with Feed the Firemen. So if you would like to be a guest on What's Your Story, please contact me at WYTV7.org. And our guest today, Kim Garcia, a student at UNC Charlotte, who will be a graduate this fall, who will need a job. So you guys remember that name, Kim Garcia. She is an up-and-coming star in the workplace. So we are happy to have her as an intern. And WYTV7 is glad to have you listen to our podcast. And please continue to listen to our podcast. And if you would like to be a guest, remember, contact us at WYTV7.org. And thank you for being a part of What's Your Story.